Hi, this is Beth Sinclair. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan. And today I figured, close to the end of August, we will just finish up our summer things. Because next week I'm going to be doing something with the new catalog. And I'll show you a little sneak peek of one of the things I'm playing with. But I also got some other cards to show you that I made with this set and also the rolling hold on. Summer Happiness is basically what I'm using for this, although I stole those guys from the other one. The other one I put away because I thought I was done with it. Rolling Waves. Yeah, from these two. I got some more cards I made with this one, like the fun fold I had last week. I'll show you what I was working on. And then I've got, this is what I'm using for this. And also the washi tape a little bit. All right, so we're going to do these first. Also, a third card I'm not going to do. I'm going to show you real easy. Haha, this is Strawberry Slush Ribbon. I put one on top, one on bottom, washi tape, and just put a couple little things there. And I know this is simple. Simple card. It's an idea. These took a little bit more, so I decided I'll do those as a video for you. All right. This one I should have assembled, and I didn't, and I apologize. And also I need I got my card base. The other one I need to get my card base. I had a card base around here. Where did I see that one? Card base. Here we go. Card base. I knew I had one for that. Because each piece of paper makes two. So this one's going to be for this one. We're going to do that last. We're going to do this one first. My lighting okay? There, it's better. I'm trying to avoid the stick light being like reflected on the glass. All right, so basic white. This, again, is from the Thoughtful, whatever. It's going this way, and it's going to make sky, although not as pretty as that sky. Like that. And I got to make it the right size. It isn't even the right size, is it? Here's my paper trimmer. Well, this card is 5.5 wide, I can tell you that. So this has to be 5.5 wide, at least, if not a little smaller. I think I did a hair smaller. That's what I did on that one. Just one little line. There you go. And up and down, I'm not sure yet. Because I'm also putting grass, or not grass, but sand on the floor. Yeah, this is cool idea I had. Sand. Bumpy sand. Why is it? How did it get to be that way? It's this long one that's inside the Rolling Waves for the water, but I think it looks good for sand. Sand's never really straight anyway. So that's going to go right here. And this is going to go down here. Like so. And that's going to be, and I will probably trim it a tiny bit because it looks like it's a tiny bit too long here, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to butt these two up, flip it, and grab my paper scissors. And I'm just going to trim that. There, because I want them to be even. So I'm going to make sure the card opens. Oops, I was going to do it upside down here. Oops, I might need that. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to glue this down first and then put the sand over it. Now, the stamp set, as you see, does have water, and I could have used that. I just wanted to make sure that, since I got to put everything together, this isn't too long of a video for you. So I figured we'll just put the paper in. That's how I did that one. I like the way that looks. All right, so we'll just put this right up here. And then this is going to go on top of it. They're going to overlap. That was my plan. Now, when you glue this down, but be a little skimpy on the top because your flip-flops are going to have to fit in there. So that's what I did. I didn't do any glue on the very top. There. That's our card base. Now we get to put flip-flops together. Also, I need a sunshine. That I stamped and cut out. This and that came from the washi tape. I made my own sunglasses with the stamping and dyeing. The only thing that comes from the washi tape is the little drink of whatever that is I had in there. I got extra shells and everything. Alright, so I decided I'm only doing 3 flip-flops because 4 was kind of cramped. And I love the flower, but not the leaves. So I'm trimming the leaves off. So first I'll put these little things on there. Where's my mat anyway? Take your pick mat. Oh, here it is. Take your pick mat. What am I saying? I mean, my silicone mat for what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to get all these little, I don't know what you can call them, the white part. The part that goes between your toes and the pair of shoes. You know what? That's 2 of them. Because I don't look white. Unless I got too close to something else I was die cutting. Alright, so we've got 3 pairs. So I need 1, 2, do I have all of them? 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pairs. Alright, perfect. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on it. Flip it over. Make it the right way. On all these. At least 3 of them. And we'll put them on the shoes. Just like a flip-flop. Then we're going to put the little flowers on after. So that can sit and dry. That is I want to say Bermuda Bay, but it's the other one. The other one. I had the pink sitting here. Coastal Cabana. That's what that is. To me, is a definite summer color, watercolor, everything. Alright, this is crushed curry. I don't know. I was originally getting the colors that were in the washi tape. When I did this, the other card, I grabbed extra colors, just bright, happy things. And then this is the strawberry slush. Yeah, I apologize for not doing this ahead of time. I don't know why. Didn't do that. Now I've got flowers of those. I have more flowers. Where'd the flowers go? I only see a couple, but I know I cut them all. What? Oh, I thought I put them in the thing, but I didn't. Here. Here's the 2 like that. Here's a yellow. Strawberry. Here's a strawberry. Here's a yellow. Okay. I got them all now. I had some other ones I didn't need, so I didn't bother putting them with them for some reason. And this is my second I got cut. Alright, so what I did with these, I just took the leaves and I trimmed them off. So I didn't think, being a decoration for a shoe, that a leaf was anything that would be necessary. A little bit of glue right there. And then I put this right there. Kind of resembles a little house slipper too, I think. But that's it. I'm sure they make ones with flowers on them. I like the way it looks. It's cute. Go. One set done. I had rhinestones that were really teeny tiny like that. I would probably do that as well. In the middle of the flower, but I don't believe I have anything that little. I think that would be cute. Yeah. Okay. Go in your drawing department here. And we finish. Okay. Those dry. And this, I just cut around the words. That's how I did it. I'm not the craziest about that. I don't think, I mean, I see other people do it. It look really nice, but I don't think I do it very well. Do that way. Then again, a lot of things you don't do very well with a pair of scissors. You just need to practice. Like cutting stuff out. That got better since I started crafting. So I'm just kind of following the letters without getting into them. It's too much. Yeah, kind of, sort of. And that's going to go right up here. And I'm going to do this. I'm just going to glue the sunshine and the fun in the sun, I think. Now, I wasn't going to put a sun on there, but this says fun in the sun. So you got to have a sun on the card. It seems kind of odd. Unless I put a dark cloud there. I was going to do that. I want to make a happy card. This one, kind of big, ain't it? All right, before I do that. Oh, you know what? I need something for sand. I did on that one. There was a little stamp here in the Rolling Waves that is sand. And this is that light beige. So what I did was, here's my little stamp. I've got light beige stamp to do tone on tone. That way it's not really obvious. That was my whole thing. Well, here's those things. That's my other stamp. I might have put it away. Could I put it away? Uh-oh. Did not put it away. Eek. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I've got gray and I've got Coastal Cabana. Neither one of those. There's a black there, too. Would work. Here's Crumb Cake. Here's Basic Beige. Oh, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. It was sitting right here. Okay. Now, here's a stamp. Grab a block up here. And I'm just going to do some Basic Beige here. And we're just going to put it haphazard all around there. Now, the reason why I did this color, because I wanted it to be not so obvious. Plus the shells and things that I did that one in Crumb Cake, because it's going to be darker and it would be more obvious. There. I did a little background stamping on the next card, too, so I should get used to doing this part, huh? All right, put that aside. And I think these are ready. See how they just kind of fit in there? So what I did is I put a little glue in front of the shoe, a little smear. Then I took a little dimensional, oops, and put it behind the shoe. And then you fit it in there. I did that with all of them. Okay, got 2. Now this one, there was a gap in mine. That's why I put it there. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put the glasses there now. I think they're awfully big, aren't they? We're going to think about it. Actually, I'll do the green, the yellow, this one next. Uh-oh. And this one. And now these. Oops. I don't need 2, I just need 1. And this one. I'm going to make him a set. Alright, I guess this guy will go over here. I'll just hold that down there. It's closer, I guess. And then these guys. This is my favorite shell. It's got a name. These are the C, and I can't. Cockle shell or something like that? I don't know, but I like that one. It has character. That's what I think. Star. And they're nice too, the shells. But I had some small ones, but it's okay. No one's on this one. Well, I could do that. Yeah, just do that. I'll put a little glue on there and just kind of stick it in the sand. They got lost. They got left behind, huh? There. And there's my first card. A little bit of work. A little bit of imagination, too. Alright. The other one I forgot to make my circle. Oh! Alright, so here's one summer card. Now we're going to do this one. This one reminds me of the 70s. Kind of hippie-like. Oh, look at all these little things that if I don't pick up are going to end up, you know where? On my bathroom floor. They do. They hitch these little things. They hitchhike on me, and then I'm in the bathroom, and I look and I go, oh, what are those doing on the floor? There we go. And the living room. Once in a while, I'll find a duck cut on the kitchen floor, and I'm not a bad housekeeper. No, not really. Things get away from me sometimes. All right, what was I doing? Oh, we're going to look for the bag with that. I just had it. Look at that. I moved everything looking for the other thing. Is it over here? Boy, I'm looking for stuff way too much here, aren't I? Here. It's right here. Okay. Card base. Just like every other card base. And then I got basic beige, because I wanted something kind of neutral to put on front of it. But what I did was I took the stamp that kind of coordinates with the flower, but yet doesn't. It's similar to it. And I did the tone on tone again. This with the basic beige. And I just put it all over the card sporadically. To give it something in the background. I just felt it needed something. One thing I know I didn't do is I didn't cut out my circle. But I need to cut a circle to put that sentiment in the middle. Now that circle, I will tell you, it comes from something very retired. And it was a thoughtful something. But it had gorgeous dyes with it, and I can't help but want to use them. You know, not everything is brand new that I do with, use with. Things that are like, that, like a shape dye, oh, those I definitely keep. I actually have a box of them out in the open. All my circles, all my squares, everything, because I simply run to them because they're useful. I like those. Hold on, I'll show you. They are right over on the side. Let me finish doing this. In fact, I bought the dies and then I ended up buying the stamps because I had a die for a hummingbird. So I bought the stamps on clearance after that. Ta-da! See? Just like that. You probably won't use that die though. There's another piece of that I can use. All right, they are thoughtful expressions. That's what that is. But I think I'm just going to go and use one of these. Oops, don't belong in there. My holiday. Words for the season. That's what that was. Okay. About what size do I want? This is something you can get. That's why I'm grabbing this one. About there. Okay. But before I do it, you know what? I stamped it in crumb cake. But you know what I might do? Yeah, gray would look funny. Yeah, I'll do it in crumb cake. But I'm using my full crumb cake. This one. Because, actually, can I do it in brown? That would look good. I'm going to do it in pumpkin pie. Or pecan pie, rather. Because this one will be darker for the sentiment. And the sentiment is, so happy together. Can't be nobody but you. Something like that. I'm not singing, don't worry. I don't carry a tune. I know at one point when I was younger, there were 4, I had a toy organ thing and I would sing, and I think 4 notes were kind of on key because I was actively playing the clarinet, so I knew what on key sounded like. But out of all of them, only 4. And I think as old as, what I am now, I don't think I could even do that. Singing is for me to be alone in the car. See, that's going to show up better, I think. And it's still in the same family. Although I got a little smear right there, don't I? Oh, I'm going to do it again. I just want to get there high enough so that I'll get the circle cut out. I'm going to run this through my die cut machine real quick. Like that. Yeah, I'm doing it twice just because I can't reach it. Here we go. There we go. I like that. It's got a little stitching on it. Now this is just going to glue on to the front of the card. Actually, before I do that, let me varnish on a bit more. Then I've got flowers of 3 different colors. I used the strawberry slush again because I know I like that color, but I paired it up with the lemon lally and balmy blue. Now this is going to go in the middle, and I'm going to use dimensionals on this one. A couple of my large ones here, and then I'm going to put the flowers around it, and then we'll be doing show and tell for a few minutes. So I want to show you the cards that I made, and a couple things, and a little bit of what you're going to see next week. Let's tell you about it. Alright, now, problem is the flower centers don't stay on the flowers very good. Cut out separately. Where's my blue? Where's the blue? Where's my other blue? Oh boy, could we fall out. Oh, I'm not cutting out another blue flower. No, I'm not. Well, I don't know where it went, but I fell out of the bag. There's a yellow one. I don't know where it is. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just leave it without one of them. Yeah, it's somewhere around here. We'll find it later. Alright, so I'm just going to here, and then I'll put, oh, there it is. It's stuck. Okay. I was trying to make rhyme and reason with them. Okay. Blue, red, yellow, and then blue, red, yellow. There we go. That makes sense. I was just, you can go straight lines. You could do it like that if you want. I just kind of curved it. And I'm putting the flowers in, and then I'll put the centers in. I think a dimensional wouldn't be bad either. I mean, not a dimensional, but a gem, because it's so nice big for a gem. I just don't know what gems I want to use. I could, just to make it different. And I'll tell you what, after I went and cut out all those little those many yellow flowers to get my yellow centers. Oh, and then for the yellow ones, I cut them out of basic beige. And I don't want it underneath there. There we go. I know where I have some lemon yellow, lally lemon. Gems, and I know where I can get a crumb cake one that might be fitting. So I'm just going to show you this is a different way of doing it if you don't want to do the little circles. Because what I did is I just put a dimensional underneath them so they kind of had dimensions, stuck up a little bit. But this would be a little blingy to go with the fact that that's so much more obvious, right? Okay, I've got large lemon lollies in this one. And I've got a couple crumb cake in here, which is not the basic beige I used. The crumb cake will work too. I didn't want quite yellow and yellow. I can even do white. Nah. Alright, so we'll put crumb cake in the middle of here. They're not like blingy. None of these are. These are actually flat. Looks different. There, so I got centers there. And then these, I'll put in the centers of the others. Oh, and it's strawberry slush, too. Strawberry slush, lemon lolly pool party, and that's peacock. Well, they don't fill it up all the way, but it's different. There we go. I don't know. I kind of like that. And there we go. Here's my other card. Which one do you like better? Do you like the little circles in the paper, or do you like the gems? Oh, leave me a message. I'm curious. Okay, now I'm going to show you some other things. First, July special buy. I don't know if they still have any. They probably still have some, but that's what this is. It's called Begonia Bell. Begonia is finally a flower that I can actually picture. Some of them I can't. This one is the plant with the little tiny, look like roses. You know, I see at the store. They're pretty. I got 3 cards I made with this. I showed them on my Facebook page, but I figured I'll show them here. They're nothing spectacular, just putzing around. Here's one. I'm going to move these aside because I'm going to show you some other stuff here. Oops. Here's one birthday card with Highland Heather, and there's a little bit of Highland Heather ribbon there. And then I've got this one in Crisp Cantaloupe. Thank you for everything you do. And I got them from here. Oh no, the happy birthday I didn't. But the other two. This one I got there, and then this one's in pink. Bubble bath. And it says, sending lots of happiness your way. So I didn't mean to cover it up. So that's the ideas. I was trying to show you some things you can do with this set, which is, you know, the special buy. This is actually embossed. It's this cracked paint embossing folder. It was the first embossing folder I bought, and I did a bunch of them like that because I just think it looks really nice. I love the way that looks. And I found one. So there's that. Show you those. Then the beach cards I was going to show you. And last, I'm going to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Tell you a little bit about next week. These is paper up here from the guy set. What is it called? What is it called? I know what it's called. This one. That paper. It is shimmering. No, it's not shimmering stripes. Hello. It's Waterside Retreat paper. The back of one of the papers has got like water. So I did that for water here. And I think I have another one I did that with. This one. I did it on an angle and put one of the chairs there. And I did, that's another regular card. But I did it with this green instead. And that one is a regular card I did. Then I had this idea to use the fancy paper. Well, actually, before I did the fancy paper, I did these. These are my stand-up cards, like the one I did in the video last week. I got that one, and I got this one. Like that. Then, I decided to use the fancy paper, which is the class I did last week. And this is probably the card I did, too. The paper that glittered. You can kind of see it. So these are my beach cards I did. I'm closing up summer, what can I say? And so then you saw those. And now next week, I've got something new from the catalog, which I'm not opening, but I can show you the outside. It's this, the new catalog. It's our Christmas catalog in a way. It's the new catalog from September to the end of December. And it's got all kinds of new stuff in there. And they have this thing called an impression plate. Here's my impression plate. It collects little bits of paper. You gotta clean it somehow, but it's thicker than this by leaps and bounds, but it's floppy like that. It's kind of cool. So, and I'll show you how you use this. And we got leaves that we're doing. It's a new set that's in the catalog. Incidentally, if you've purchased anything from me and you've opted in for communication, you're probably going to get one of these in the mail. Let me see the leaves. I have a bag. Oh, here it is. I feel so discombobulated. But I'll show you what it does. It makes them super duper embossed. You can see that. I did it a couple different ways. I also took the one that's supposed to do the embossing and I cut with it and I made it like that. And also you can stamp with the stamp set like that and emboss it. This one looks, if you can see how, there you can see that real good there. See how deep that embossing is? It's got an impression in it. The impression plates. And I got a couple card ideas with these, but these are my, seeing that one stamped with, it's two-step stamping too. So this one I think I used espresso. For this one I used Beijing, the crumb cake. And these are red and cherry cobbler. And this one's Cajun Craze, but it was stamped off, so I couldn't think of what was Cajun Craze. But I was going on colors that have to do with the new, the paper and the new special buy that I'm going to get. It's on its way, I believe. It's for fall. So this is the beginning of fall, and you'll see that next week. And I'll show you all about how to do this. Alright, well, thank you for watching my video. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next week.